He was shot by a friend, correct?
Yes, he was shot by George Arroyo.
And it was an accident?
His friend. They say it was an accident, yes.
And he was convicted and sentenced?
Yes, and sentenced. I still suffer, and I miss him very much. And that will never go away, even though it was a mistake. But, you know, he did take my son's life. And all I have is memories of pictures and smiles and, you know, and I'm never going to see him again until the next day.
What was special about him?
He was my teddy bear. He was my oldest son, my first. And he was a good kid. I mean, you know, all kids ain't perfect. He had his little ups and downs, but he was a very good kid. He was studying at the Andover High when this happened. He was a chef at the Tajin at that time. I mean, I just can say I miss him. And I'll always miss him.
You live in Lawrence, right?
I live in Lawrence now, yes.
Why was he going to Andover High?
Because we lived in Andover at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you move to Lawrence?
A month ago.
And what year was he in school again?
He was in the Andover High School.
What year?
He was in 11th grade.
17? Can you remind me of the circumstances of his death? I mean, I know it was a friend, and friend was convicted of the homicide. What was the gun doing there? How did it go off?
I don't know, I guess two of his friends were gonna have a fight, and he got in the middle of both of his friends. He didn't want them to fight, and one of them pulled out a gun and was trying to shoot the other kid. And he didn't want to see that, and he got in the way and was trying to avoid it when the kid just shot him in the heart.
You have other children?
Yes, I do. I have two other boys.
Two boys?
Yes.
And what are their ages now?
I have a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old.
Okay. Denise, what made Timothy special?
Okay, can you say my name? Oh,
Denise.
Okay. Yeah, okay. My name is Denise Murray. There's a lot of things that made Timothy special. I don't have enough time to tell you guys, so I'll just break it down. Timothy was special because he was a clown. He was special because he was my child. He was my firstborn. Even though Timothy was colicky for 9 months, and it almost made me want to be sterile and not having more kids, but I mean, I'm glad I had him. Timothy and I could be in the room with 50 people, and I could start laughing, and Timothy would know what I was laughing at. Nobody else would know.
He had twins?
Justin had twins.
Oh, Justin had twins. Okay.
No, unfortunately, Timothy didn't have any babies. I wish he did, but he didn't have any children. But I miss him, and the night that Timothy died in the hospital, I promised him that I would not stop trying to find the coward, not person. Shame on him, because as long as I live, I'm going to make sure he sees my son's picture everywhere. He's always going to hear Timothy's name, and Timothy's living in 5 other people. So shame on him. He didn't really kill him. It's just that his body's not here, but his spirit is here. He's probably sitting here with us right now. And I know that he's proud of what I'm doing right now.
Who were the 5 other people?
It went to two, his lungs went to 2 60-year-old men.
Right.
His pancreas went to a 50-year-old. His left kidney went to a 19-year-old. His right kidney went to an 18-year-old.
I know we did a story on that. I think Jill did it.
Yep.
Tell me again why you made the decision to do that and what that process was like.
It was awful.
I already opened.
I was in the hospital with Timothy. He got killed. He got shot on the 24th, and on the 26th, I was in the hospital with him. And they told me on the 25th that half his skull was gone, so he wasn't going to make it. And then they said if he did make it, he was going to be a vegetable. So I made that decision right then and there that I was just going to quit my job and just take care of my son. I didn't care if he could ever, talk, or if I had to do Pampers or whatever. I was just going to do that. But then, they told me that there was no choice. And I had a couple of breakdowns, and the people at Mass General were really, really good. But, excuse me. But, sorry. But I decided to donate Timmy's organs because as much as I was crying in the hospital, I know that there were more parents in the hospital crying because their child needed something that my son didn't need anymore. So that's why I did it.
And you've been in contact with somebody who received it?
I haven't. I wish I have. I haven't.
Oh, you were an organ donor as well with your child?
Yeah, that was me that the store.
Okay.
Yeah, he has, but can I just show you something? Let me just start this for a minute. Sorry. This is just, it goes with the organ. Since I donated Timothy's organs, the woman at the hospital, these are my son's actual handprints. These are Timothy's handprints. The night before Timothy died, the woman at the organ bank, she was so nice. She went and she got some clay, and she helped let me hold Timothy's hand down. You can see like his veins, his lifelines, everything. These are his actual handprints. Some people think it's creepy that I have them, but I don't. So, and this is what I have left of Timothy besides the memories. That's it.
Okay. Sonia, tell us about Justin.
My name is Sonia. I'm Justin Castro's mother. My son was murdered 44 months ago. He was stabbed in the chest, which actually cut his heart, so he died instantly. I miss him very much. Justin was special in so many ways. He was always happy. Always happy, very talented. There wasn't anything he didn't know how to do. He touched a lot of people's lives. He was very friendly with everyone. I think I've lived here my whole life. I don't think there's anybody that doesn't know Justin. Justin was known so well. I mean, everybody loved him. He was my troubled child because he did give me so many headaches. I love all my kids, but there was something special about him. Him and I shared a bond that I don't think I do share with any of my other kids. It's unexplainable, and it's something that I don't have anymore. But I'm grateful that he left 3 kids, you know. He's living through 3 of his kids, a girl and 2 twin boys. We all miss him very much. And we love him dearly. He died as a trooper.
Why do you say that?
Because he died as a soldier. He died, he gave his life for his little brother.
Tell us about that.
Justin died on Center Street, 85 Center Street. He was stabbed 3 times on the side of his stomach and once in the heart. There was an altercation between some gang members from TBN, and there was an altercation with Jeffrey. And Justin actually went down from where he was at and tried to avoid the situation, told them, let's not do this now, it's not the time or place. They told him, you know, it's none of your business. He's like, it is my business, my little brother, and I'll die for him, and he actually did. So to me, Justin, he died as a soldier, and he's our angel now. I buried him on Mother's Day. And I just want to let the people that was involved in my son Justin's murder that you may have killed him and he may not be around physically, but spiritually he's living throughout everybody's heart that knew him and loved him. So with us he'll always remain alive, and for that I'll always love him, and we miss him dearly.
Was Jeffrey in a gang?
No.
How did he come to be in the middle of this altercation?
Jeffrey and Justin are well known here in the streets of Lawrence, and they have many, many friends, and most of them are females. So the gentleman actually, no, the animal that stabbed my son, his girlfriend was very good friends with both my boys, and he was jealous over that. So that's what the altercation came about.
Okay. Thank you. There you go.